Welcome to Primal Life Coaching. Tonight I will be discussing perception. In our world, perception's off. People don't really perceive things anymore. As I discussed with awareness, this is a key. It is a relevant key to being primal. As I said in one of my posts, a philosophy of strength and awareness. So, my primal followers and clients, what is your perception? Is it objective or is it subjective? Are you aware of your surroundings or are you not? So I ask more questions than answers. Perspective is also perception, how you interpret things. What is real, what isn't? What is interpreted, what isn't? So you have to look at things. When you're hiking or taking a walk, is that your perception of what's closer to you or what's further away from you? Or how you perceive an image. Is it two-dimensional or is it three-dimensional? You also have to take that in perspective with people and communication. So again, our society nowadays is pushing subjective perspective rather than objective perspective. So we have to take that into perspective, perception. How do you perceive things? And this involves everything. There has to be a tangible understanding of how you perceive things. If you do not understand things and perceive things, how are you able to succeed? And with that perception, it gives you an awareness. That awareness is relevant to your success in anything. Could be work, could be relationships, could be your creativity. You should not have anything dictate to you, but you always have to have that perception. It's survival, it's instinctual. There's a key. I will not leave that to you to assume, but there's a key to this. There's multiple keys in perception. If you have a perception, you can understand further things about yourself and your environment. And with that, perception, how you perceive things, how you subjectively see things. Because if you're subjective with everything, you're living in a box full of mirrors. Compared to being objective, you can rationalize and look at things with empirical data rather than these fallacious feelings. Harsh, yes. Relevant, yes. When you run a business or have a business plan, from venture capital to startups, you have to use relevant perceptions, relevant data. You have to have this understanding. You can't just go feels. It doesn't work that way. You develop an idea, you run with an ideal. Are you going to go with the feelings? Or are you going to go with logic and reason? Perception again. Are you going to hike a trail that's easy? Or are you going to hike a trail that is demanding? That gives you a better perception of things. Because if you hike the more demanding trail, you'll probably get a better perception of your worldview. And we can also use that to the allegory of the cave by Plato. Your perception of light. Is there true light or is there false light? False illumination. It's the same thing with your perception. Are you seeing things blindly or are you seeing things with true vision? And that's what I'm getting at. Do you have true vision? So, I'll leave that at that. This is your perception.
Why, you won? I'll buy you, boy.